taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Jason Sanders to kick off
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Miami defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
A gain of 15.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
319.
Back to throw, Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Tua sets up to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his big tight end here. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
All right, come on.
They'll run. Achane. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
The 11-yard line.
Here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Green 19, go.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Baker. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And as you prepare for this team, you have to understand that no matter where they are in the field, this is an offense that will take its shots. And true to form, they do exactly that and break off a big chunk of yardage and help their field position.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now it's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Now he's going to step up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's the Jets punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Good.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Here we go.
Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
319,
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Don't jump. Ready?
Now Fields. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
Fields pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. A run straight ahead with Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
All right, come on.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is wide, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Now Tua. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to do. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jets, nothing. Jason
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Fields now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's got it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jets 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Jets have recovered. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
2nd and 10.
Hey, don't jump. Ready? Move 58, move 58. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Fields going to run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
And they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Don't jump.
One play action. Fields. He'll get this to Baker. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Fields going to run. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
That's good for a Jets first down. A gain of 14.
Here we go.
First down. New York.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go. All right.
Back to throw. Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
All right, come on.
From midfield, here's Tua. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamien Sherwood. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Second and a yard.
Here we go. All right.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he'll find Hall. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Blue 58, blue 58. Go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and then instead run up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be third and a mile.
319, just what? Angel.
Now it's Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Here we go, son. All right.
Off play action, Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw is Fields. That is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Two are going to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Ready.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Oh, and this is a touchdown or bust drive, and that will definitely help their cause. What a time to come up with a play like that. And now, plenty of time to try and finish this drive in the end zone and take the lead.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Throwing Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Baker. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Hey, 10. Here we go.
Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. You good?
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 40-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was